Welcome back. Starting debate 2 slightly late. Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time, as always, for the nation's sharpest opinion. Tonight, my next two subjects are what nobody else is talking about. It is what was very much suspected so far, but has finally been submitted. And I have it with me in black and white in court. Because tonight we need to read into the implications and the specifics of why the Delhi High Court dismissed the Congress party's plea against the tax reassessment proceedings. Viewers, what I'm saying is very simple. I'll pause for a while. Let me explain. What are news channels telling you? Congress party is saying our banks are frozen. Matter goes to court. Court dismisses it. But they don't tell you why. And that's the problem with the other news channels. They don't tell you why. I think you have a right to know. Now, what is in this paper is very significant. For years and years, we have seen an obscene amount of CASH cash, ladies and gentlemen. An obscene amount of cash recoveries in the campaign season. We have seen cash showers, we have seen cash towers. We have seen cash on cash, we have seen stashes of cash. We have seen so much cash. And we have often wondered and we've asked, whose cash is it anyway? And remember, political parties get so angry over demonetization. You know why? Because they love cash. Cash on which no tax has been paid. Cash on which there is no KYC. Cash which is unaudited. Cash which is hawala. Cash you can't trace from where it has come and where it is going. Untraceable cash. In the last 2 days, I think we have some answers, and let me tell you why. Yesterday, viewers, we got an input from a source about hard cash being routed into the Congress party by regional stalwarts, that is state biggies of the Congress party, to enable an evasion of cash. And I clarify this was an input from a source. I don't have the money trail. But tonight, we have a High Court order pronounced today, the 22nd of March 2022, and the details and the disclosures are flabbergasting. Now, the Delhi High Court allowed an income tax investigation against the Congress party, which in nutshell scanned cash transactions of the principal opposition party during the 7 years of the period of 2014 to 2021. And therefore, the question is, did the Congress party get any cash? The finding, which is in this paper, is that these are big cash transactions that, interestingly, do not reflect in the income tax returns filed by the Congress. The total adds up to a substantial and stunning 500 crores plus. Cash. Obviously, it seems unfathomable that that kind of money will be white money. Was it white money? We want to know, Mr. Treasurers of the Congress party. But more importantly, the money was allegedly channelized through regional satraps, we are told, leaders who may have been asked to pay their tributes to the national leadership in return, allegedly, for the freedom to raise their own money. Now, the Congress party, of course, does not see corruption in this. They are seeing this as vendetta. They are seeing this as an act of the Modi government to freeze their coffers before an election. But the question is, this is important because we have seen a debate panning out last week on the funding of political parties in the backdrop of the Supreme Court's electoral bonds verdict. The opposition at that time acted holier than thou, till that data called their bluff. Because no doubt there are questions on the BJP being a beneficiary of electoral funds, but in some states, the regional parties actually outrun the BJP. DMK and TMC are making much more money from individual parties in terms of quantum of donations. But in this particular case, the Congress, which cried foul yesterday that it has no money, actually appears allegedly anonymous cash to KYC stamped electoral bonds. It's pure irony. The Congress must explain, in my view, the cash instead of ducking the tax. It's not just a mere rule-breaking instance. It's much more serious than that. That's my view. Let's debate.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के सारे बैंक अकाउंट फ्रीज कर दिए गए. So we cannot do anything. What else is it if it's not an assault on democracy?
A systematic effort is underway by the Prime Minister to cripple the Indian National Congress financially. Funds collected from the public are being frozen, and money from our accounts is being taken away forcibly.
The Congress has faced a massive setback just weeks ahead of the polls. The Delhi High Court has dismissed Congress's plea against the reassessment of the proceedings initiated by the Income Tax Department. Republic has accessed explosive details of Congress cash dealings. The probe by IT department reveals that Congress received unaccounted cash over rupees 523.87 crore between 2014 and 2021. Sources say that IT department has accessed incriminating evidence of Congress cash dealings during raids on Kamal Nath, DKS and other leaders.
While opposing the government on the electoral bonds issue, it seems the Congress party was game for taking cash contributions from its regional satraps and even some corporates, clearly reflecting a dual position. Investigation under Section 153C of the IT Act have found that the Congress took upwards of rupees 500 crores in cash, which obviously can't be white money, in the assessment year from 2014-15 to 2020-21. The Delhi High Court, of course, today has said cash can't be king and needs to be investigated.
Is Congress using cash route to evade scrutiny? Is Congress bypassing e-bond route to cash income? Let's debate.
Abhishek will first explain in a nutshell the new information that Republic has on this case, basis the court documents. Abhishek.
All right. So basically, what I get to know from my sources, Arnab, that this is third-party investigation which the income tax carries out under Section 153C of the income tax rules. Now, when the income tax carries out its diligence by way of investigations, searches, raids at some place, they get a lot of information and data, and many times it happens that that information and data leads them to some another party, the third party, and that's why it's called third party investigation. So now it so happens that when searches and raids were carried out at places in Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, Telangana in the 2018-19 period, at the residence or places associated with, for example, Kamal Nath, the senior leader of the Congress party, D.K. Shivkumar, who is now Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, some corporates in Telangana like MEIL and some other business groups in Gujarat, and a lot of cash transactions. Now, this is data which is with the income tax. Big transactions, yes, and this is data which has dates, which has connections imprinted on those transactions. For example, so-and-so date, 90 lakh rupees given to Digvijay Singh, so-and-so date, 1.65 crore rupees given to AICC at 12 Akbar Road. Those kind of diaries, WhatsApp messages, data and transactions which reflect in these places where the searches were carried out, but do not reflect. These are cash transactions, but do not reflect. But do not reflect in the returns filed by the Congress party.
Did the Congress party tell the income tax authority government that we got this much money in cash?
Obviously, under Congress did not, and that's why the income tax authorities launched this Section 153C investigation. The Congress went to court against it. The court has said, no, there seems to be evidence. This needs to be investigated, and so the Congress party petition was dismissed.
So, you know, this is very significant here because so far it was said, Sohail, that the case of Congress was dismissed. Now we know why. This is fabulous reading because it says, and I'll read a part, it's a big name, sir, something called the Kakkar Miglani Group. Cash of 1.9 crores from the premises of Lalit Kumar Chalani along with documents. Seized mobile of Lalit Kumar Chalani along with chats with Praveen Kakkar. Expenses received by AICC, point number 10, page number 17 of 45 documents show that payment of INR 17 crores to AICC, PDF 432, PDF 435, evidence of transfer of INR 20 crores from official residence of Kamal Nath to head office of AICC. Payments of various MLAs as per ls.xlsx, PDF 442, payment of 90 lakh made by Digvijay Singh. Breakup of payment made to other MLAs found in the Excel sheet ls.xlsx, PDF 446. file pk.ac.xlsx and final 12.12.18.xlsx found in the laptop of Lalit Chalani seized from his residential premises. Excel sheet found which mentions AICC has given 33 crores. Entry in diary of PV Sunil seized from the residence of PV Sunil. Entry in diary showing amount of INR 3 crore 75 lakhs paid at Akbar Road on 28/02/2019. Yes, drink some water, Abhishek. Entry in diary showing amount of INR 1 crore 36 lakhs paid at Akbar Road on 29/03/2019. PDF 484. Drink some more water, Abhishek. Entry in diary showing amount of INR 5 crore 45 lakhs paid at Akbar Road on 22/04/2019. PDF 609. Cash. Scrap sales diary seized from WPP TCL office subsidiary of MEIL. Entry in diary showing amount of 5 crore paid at Akbar Road on 22/08/2016. So much.
One more water break.
Lot of cash. My question is, this has been used by the court to dismiss the Congress party's case. And the court has said, as is manifest from the above, there is specific reference to unaccounted transactions pertaining to assessment years 2014-15, 2015-16 and 2016-17. The aforesaid chart correlates with the material which stands noticed and forms part of the satisfaction note. More importantly, the amounts identified as reference relevant to the assessment years in question ex facie meet the prerequisites set out in the fourth proviso of section 153A. We also take into consideration the indisputable fact that the cumulative figure, Suhail, attributed to income which has allegedly escaped assessment would stand at approximately 520 crores. And that is cash, sir. That is not electoral bond. I want Suhail to quickly respond, then I'm opening this up. Viewers, lot of responses. Yes. Suhail.
I think it's an open and shut cash case. I mean, there's no
Suhail,
question.
Unmute, please.
No, I'm not muted. I'm not muted.
Yeah, now you're fine.
Yeah, now you're fine.
Okay, I'm just saying that this is an open and shut case. You know, a very famous finance minister, Arnab, famously said, the Congress party may be poor, but its leaders are never poor. That explains where this cash has been going. A. B. I think you're being a bit uncharitable towards the Congress. You know, other parties order samosa and chai. They perhaps order truffle, burrata, pasta, all those things. And that requires a lot of money as time goes by. The third, and this is a serious point, if the courts have ruled against the Congress party to keep saying that democracy is under threat and there's Tanashahi and there's a dictatorial environment and that we are being choked, to my mind, is the most asinine, ridiculous, illogical argument. I can understand if the income tax department had issued summons and had suo moto done or taken steps which were coercive in nature. But all these things have been going on in courts of law. They've been going to appellate tribunals. They've been going to courts. Courts have thrown them out. Where does the government and its departments then go for justice? What should the income tax department do? File a case in Fiji or in Greenland?
Yeah.
Because obviously in India, the courts are throwing the Congress's claims out. So what happens now? Every day I'm hearing this same nonsense that people are saying, democracy is under threat, mar gaye hain ji, kuch nahi chal raha, desh mein, they have choked our supplies.
But what is...
Y'all have just done a Bharat Jodo and
one
Nyay
minute.
Yatra.
First of all,
Was
I
that
think...
done on Love and Fresh Air? People are traveling all over. Last week, I don't want to name names from the Congress party. People were at a particular 5-star suburban hotel in Bombay waiting to speak at that big rally. What, that comes for free? So, let's not do all this nonsense. Number one. Number two, where has that money for electoral bonds that they got, where has that money gone? They couldn't have actually, 1,500 or 1,400 crores couldn't have just disappeared overnight.
No.
So, cut us some slack. We may be stupid.
No, I will 1 minute. You have to wait. Everybody is sort of fired up on the story. Everyone's fired up on the story. It's going viral on the internet. I must say, Abhishek has done a great job reading this. Mrs. Sabharwal, before Sanju comes in. So much cash? No, so much cash.
Now, what are the rules of income tax? I
No,
want to ask you.
what are the rules?
No, listen.
What are
me.
the rules?
Listen me. Why they were keeping mum from last so many years? Why they have taken up Kesariji's
Sir, you have
issues,
taken cash.
Kesariji's issues.
Sir, what about the cash? Sir, what about the cash? Sir, what about the cash that you took from your state? From your state leaders, you took the cash. You took the cash from your state leaders. Sir, your state leaders were collecting cash. Where was the cash coming from? From Madhya Pradesh? From Chhattisgarh? From where was the cash coming from? Sir, I'm asking you, 1 minute, I know my name. Sanju is on the debate. You tell Sanju 50-50. Let's go versus on this. You tell Sanju, she will respond. 520 crores allegedly in cash that
In how many years? In how many years?
But cash.
In how many years?
Did you pay?
I'm not a chartered accountant.
No, where did the
I'm not a
cash?
treasurer
So
of the
where did the
party.
cash come from?
There's
Don't
Ahmed
tell me go
Patel.
50-50.
Ahmed Patel ji has
Tell
to
her, where did the cash
answer.
come? Ahmed Patel? Ahmed Patel is no more.
वही तो कह रहा हूँ उनको जवाब देना उनके टाइम का
Motilal Vora is no more.
That's I'm telling you. Kesari is no more. Why they are?
You are blaming a deceased leader of your party.
Why they are blaming?
You're blaming Ahmed Patel.
Income tax.
I'm sorry, but you are being very unfair to Ahmed Patel. You are saying today Ahmed Patel and Motilal Vora will answer.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, but this is one. Sanju is responding, viewers. This is
Charter accountant has to reply.
Yeah.
This is a deviation from electoral board. This is a total conspiracy of the BJP government.
Why? Where was the cash? Sanju is on the 50-50. This is very exciting. 50-50, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Sanju, they are saying, why are you bringing up the issue of cash dealings now during the electoral bonds debate? Why now?
Sanju, why did you take 50 crores from Sarath Reddy?
Can you, it's a 50-50 going on right now, please. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50. Arnab, 1 minute. Yeah.
You don't want to talk about electoral bonds at all.
I'm getting Congress. No, I'm debating entirely electoral bonds next. You're welcome to stay. 1 minute. Sanju is responding. Sanju, 1 minute. The question is between BJP and Congress. Let the BJP spokesperson respond, please. Thank you.
Arnab, I've been hopping from one debate to the other in the last 48 hours, so please bear with my sore throat. I have a couple of very interesting points. I think you and your colleague Abhishek have done a phenomenal job. I want to say one very interesting thing. If you notice, the Income Tax Department, had sent a notice for 53 crores in assessment year 94-95 to the Gandhis. The Gandhis refused to pay up, and then, they clubbed it with assessment year 95-96. The sum was 53 crores. The Delhi High Court, imagine after so many years in 2016, said that you were asked to pay 53 crores, you have paid only 78 lakh rupees, making a mockery of the, tax process. Point number one. Point number two, the most important assessment year is assessment year 2018-19, which you mentioned. For that, the Congress party had to pay up 107 crores. And the Congress party went to the court. They went to the appellate tribunal. They went to CIT appeals. Their plea was dismissed by CIT appeals. Their plea was then dismissed by the appellate tribunal. Their plea was then dismissed by the High Court and then by the Supreme Court. And imagine that despite being rejected in every judicial body and quasi-judicial body, the Congress is still brazening it out and refusing to pay. When left with no option, the Income Tax Department, under the Act of 1961, IT Act of 1961, it used the powers that are available to it under Section 154, 155 and 206A and 206C to seize the accounts from this particular account where the money was frozen, and the Income Tax Department only took 69 crores. मैं तो कहती हूँ पूरा का पूरा 107 करोड़ लेना चाहिए था, because now what the Congress owes only for one single assessment year is 235 crores. Initially that amount was 107 crores. So please don't sit here and take the moral high ground. My second and important point, and then I will end. There is a famous quote by Steve Jobs. In 2005, at a farewell message at Stanford University, he said, stay hungry, stay foolish. I'm in love with this message.
I wish to 1 minute. Ramesh Sabarwal, I have a very important point to make. Sanju, I have a very important point to make. Very, very, very critical point. You will find it all very interesting. Abhishek is on the debate. Viewers, we like at Republic to correlate points and read the signals. Abhishek, demonetization happened around 8 o'clock on the 8th of November 2016. Remember, we jumped into the studio, we did that. Okay. Now, Republic then was launched in 2017. We went against demonetization, for demonetization strongly. We were the only media group that went for it, obviously, because we don't believe in dealing in cash. We're against black money. I'm not commenting on other media groups, what they want to do. But, and stay limited on the point, otherwise I will not let you in the debate. But, in 2019-20, Abhishek, who was in power in Madhya Pradesh?
The Congress came to power in Madhya Pradesh.
Congress was in power.
And there is a spike in the cash.
A huge spike. So Congress is in power in Madhya Pradesh. General election of 2019 is announced. And whereas the previous year, the cash transactions in the satisfaction note show 4.19 crores cash received by Congress. In the assessment year of the general election, when Madhya Pradesh, they are in power and most of these transactions, cash transactions, where the money is coming from Madhya Pradesh, the people mentioned are from Madhya Pradesh, 348.78 crores is received allegedly in cash when Congress is in power in Madhya Pradesh, which a large amount of this swell coming in from Madhya Pradesh allegedly. Which means the question emerges, Mr. Sabharwal, or chillane se kuch nahi hoga. No, my question is, no, I will not be stopped. My question is, was the Madhya Pradesh, why was the Congress getting cash funding from Madhya Pradesh? Garibo ka paisa leke, cash se, आप अपने इलेक्शन को फंड कर रहे थे? सवाल पूछ रहा हूं मैं.
हमारे वर्कर्स ने दिया होगा.
वर्कर्स ने 350 करोड़ कैश दिया होगा. कैश दिया होगा. कैश. क्या मालूम है? I mean, this is a scam. This is a scam. Yes.
You told me not to.
Arnab,
you respond to this. Respond to this. Respond to this. Respond to this. Next debate you will. Now respond to this. Now respond to this.
Everything you've been reading, right? Let me just explain the legal aspect of it. Everything you've been reading is from a petition filed before the Delhi High Court. Am I correct in saying that?
No.
What is this exactly?
Not, sir.
So what is it?
Sir, let me tell you. Oh, one minute. He's got it all wrong. One minute. He's trying the typical route. He's trying to say, oh, this is just from a petition. It means nothing. No, sir. It is from an order pronounced on 22nd March 2024. Brand new copy, minty fresh in my hand. Which lawyers like you don't read and other channels don't research.
Okay, ab ki baar 400 par now. Let me speak.
Yeah.
Arnab, you did not allow me to finish what I was saying.
Let him complete. Sanju, let him complete.
Sanju,
it's all.
Okay,
complete. No, complete. No, jaldi karo na. It's a hot debate.
The point is this simply.
What is
the case? Congress should have filed IT returns by December 2018.
No, the case is why was the Congress funding everything through cash?
Modi ji is not this nervous.
Why
Arnab, you
cash?
calm down.
No, I'm sorry, I'm asking you. Electoral bonds are available, but you prefer cash. Why?
Let me make my point.
If electoral bonds are available, why don't you take electoral bonds?
Okay, let me get into electoral bonds. Breaking news.
Cash! Cash! Where was the cash coming from? Where was the cash? Cash आपको अच्छा लगता है?
Cash बोलता हूँ.
Cash पे tax दिया था? Cash पे tax दिया था? Did you pay cash tax? Did you pay tax? Did you pay tax? Was it in your assessment? Then you prove to the income tax that it was assessment. Then you prove. I am asking you, you prove to me that tax was paid. Prove to me that tax was paid.
Bond bola, cash bola, bond bola.
I'm sorry, but you are so badly stuck to me.
You've got to let me make my point.
Let's get Sanju in on this one.
Abhishek is a facts guy. I want to talk to him.
Abhishek
is a facts guy. I will talk to Abhishek. Abhishek, see, in this petition, what is the violation by the Congress? December 2018, they had to file IT returns.
Did you take cash?
Did
you say? No, you have to register the tax paid. You can take tax. If someone gives you 500 rupees in cash, you have to pay the tax payable on it, and it must be part of your records and your tax state.
No, you won't let.
All political parties are exempted from income tax. Why they're after us now?
Yes.
Why you are after us? Why not BJP?
Okay, BJP response. BJP, 50-50, ladies and gentlemen. We got 50-50. 50-50.
Why the people are after us?
अरे हमको पता है कितना लिया है.
Sanju, 50-50 on the screen, please. Sanju, this is hot debate.
Arnab, I don't know what is this
यूथ
new
के
thing
समय
you're
ऐसा
saying
होता है.
50-50.
अरे भाई हमने तो कभी नहीं किया था वाजपेयी जी के साथ. हमने तो कभी नहीं किया था, अडवाणी जी के साथ किया था, अडवाणी जी के साथ, आपने तो कभी नहीं किया था। आप लोग किसी को तो छोड़ो, किसी को तो छोड़ो, आप छोड़ना नहीं चाहते, आप उलझाना चाहते हो, क्योंकि आप
Let her respond. Ramesh ji,
डर गए हो, 1-to-1 में डर गए हो।
Ramesh ji, let her respond. Let her respond. Let her respond.
Is this man going off the cliff? Can I answer now or not?
थोड़ी सच्चाई बोल रहे हैं।
अच्छा, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let him
मिस्टर
respond.
सब्बरवाल, आप राजा हरिश्चंद्र का तीसरा अवतार है, पर अभी मेरी बात सुन लीजिए, मुझे भी कहने का मौका दीजिए. You know, I cannot be sitting on a debate only to be listening to what you have to say. भाई साहब, I don't have to listen to your gibberish.
जोर से बोल रहे हैं.
Arnab, you will have to give me time. I don't think this is fair. I did not heckle when Mr. Sabharwal was talking. You need to moderate the debate. Because, I don't want it to get nasty with, personal comments flying thick and fast. So I will say this.
Nasty now, come on.
Yeah, I will say this. Arnab, I was saying, there's a famous quote by Steve Jobs when he was giving his farewell message in 2005 to a group of students at Stanford University. He said, stay hungry, stay foolish. And I just say, Congress ke liye hai, stay greedy, stay asinine. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. What the Congress has done is nothing new. Evading taxes for AY19, AY21. In fact, they have evaded taxes from AY15 to AY21. They have filed 7 writ petitions in the High Court and in the Supreme Court. 3 ki hearing ho chuki hai. In the next 15 days, the verdict will be out. And in 4 petitions, the hearing is yet to start. Imagine 7 financial years. You have not paid taxes. You're accused of tax evasion. You just go from one pillar to another post and you try and take refuge in the judicial process. I'll tell you the most interesting thing. I think this smacks of what happened in the National Herald case, whereby last year in November 2023, the ED froze assets of 751
God, I
crore
can't
of
listen
the
to her
Congress
anymore.
party.
Please don't do that. No.
Come on.
What is this?
No, this is
No,
ridiculous.
No, Abhishek, don't. Abhishek.
No, why
Abhishek,
don't have an election?
Abhishek,
Just don't have an election.
Abhishek, don't. Abhishek, don't.
Don't have an election.
The point being tonight.
Arrest everybody.
The point being
Arrest
tonight.
everybody. Arrest Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, Arvind
सब
Kejriwal.
हम चोर हैं।
Arrest सबको
But
arrest
आप
करो.
ईमानदार हैं।
Don't have an
गाय
election.
कंपनियों से पैसा लेते हैं।
सबको
गाय
arrest करो.
गाय हमारी माता है। उनसे उनकी स्क्वाटर कंपनियों से पैसा लेते हैं। पाकिस्तान की कंपनियों से पैसा लेते हैं। अरे डूब भरो इस देश के अंदर।
Everyone.
Who is this joker? Who is this clown?
Sohail, the
Who is
real,
this
the
clown?
moot
Code of
point is,
conduct is in
the
place.
moot point is
Who is
Mukul Rohatgi
this
stood up in the
clown?
court.
Who is shouting
Mukul
his lungs
Rohatgi
off?
stood up in the court, and I'm not defending CIA, Assocham or Fiki.
May I come
But
in?
the question is cash
Let
or
me
check.
finish.
We go back to a basic issue here, Sohail. Cash or check?
Yeah, raid a party.
No, I don't know. 1 minute.
Raid a company and
Can
take
you
a
not?
check.
Can you not shout? Please?
Raid a company and check.
Abhishek, you're overdoing it. Sohail is in. Sohail is in. Let him speak. Abhishek, calm down, yaar. Abhishek.
Raid Roota sir.
Abhishek, just
Calm
chill,
down.
please. Sohail.
Let me tell you, the argument,
1 minute,
to be
you hold
fair-
back. You hold back. Thank you.
You have to allow me
to
to
be
make my
fair,
point.
1 minute.
Mr. Seth,
there is
No, no,
cash.
Abhishek, you may not, please.
No,
Thank
let
you.
me just
Abhishek,
make
you
my
may
point.
not.
I've been allowed to make
Abhishek,
my
I've told
point.
you not to, please. Thank you.
Come on, this is
Thank
To
you.
be fair,
Let him, yeah, please.
There is cash in the system for everyone. I will not ever say that the BJP is not dealing in cash. The question here, Arnab, is do we want the system to be cleansed? If the system is cleansed, will the system be made accountable? What we are seeing is accountability. Is it one-sided? If it is, then go to court. If you believe that there is persecution and there is unfair prosecution, there is unfair targeting, all the Congress needs to do, and it has excellent lawyers as part of its membership, they need to take the income tax department to court and say that this is not accountability, but this is vendetta. The point I'm making is, why throw the baby with the bathwater? If Mr. Sabharwal, Ramesh, and Abhishek feel, as they have every right to feel, that look, it is selective targeting, then I'm saying take everything to court. Because ultimately, Arnab, it is the system that needs to be cleansed. Even the Gandhis will agree. Everyone will agree, because then there will be no one who can cast aspersions 20 years later. But that doesn't mean the sins of the past need to be controlled. Number one. Number two, Ramesh said that aap Kesri ji ko blame karoge, Ahmed Patel ko blame karoge, fair enough. But the sins of the past will be caught up, especially in matters related to tax. Aap jante ho that there was a very famous Congress person, Jagjeevan Ram, minister, who was asked, why have you not paid income tax? He said he forgot. So there is this tremendous lineage in our country across party lines of people wanting to dodge tax. That doesn't mean we make it amenable for everyone and that we make it allowable for everyone. So let's cut people some slack. You know, the problem, Arnab, is we have begun to denigrate every institution in our country. We have started abusing the judiciary, the ED, the income tax, the CBI. Up to quote, someone talked about Kishore Kumar. आप वो गाना याद करिए ना, जाएं तो जाएं कहाँ? कौन सी एजेंसी सही है भैया? आप ये तो बोल दीजिए.
I'm going to the electoral bonds debate next.
Please open with
No. I think I'm going to take a 30-second break. I'm coming back to the electoral bonds debate.
Time to rebut.
I need to move to the next debate. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds for your final point, and then I'm closing and going to the electoral bonds debate. Point being here tonight, the issue was cash. We were only on the issue of Congress using cash. Let's stay limited to that. Okay.